Welcome, everyone, back to Conrad's news segment. I was out sick last week, so I know quite a few of you out there did not get your weekly news. I apologize, but I am here to make up for it. Strap in, grab your drink, and let's get going. The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. They single handedly, that was perfect cutaway. They single handedly demolished the Kansas City Chiefs 44-20. It was a very entertaining Super Bowl, if I do say so myself. I enjoyed it. Viewership was up. It was a very entertaining Super Bowl. Halftime show, Kendrick Lamar performed various musical acts, songs of his music career, and it was received with a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of people did not like it. Some people loved it. A very polarizing halftime performance, I would say. Nonetheless, it was very well received amongst some communities, and other communities did not like it at all. Next, Elon Musk and Doge are continuing their cost-cutting efforts to bring down that national debt. Currently, they're at $85 billion worth of cuts that they have proposed or have already implemented, that they say that they are saving the U.S. tax dollars. It's receiving a lot of blowback from oppositions, and frankly, they brought it up, or Elon Musk had a news conference yesterday with President Trump and talked about all of the different cuts and issues that he's bringing up and the resistance that he is getting. But he's continuing to go out there and audit and review all of the spending expenditures that all of these various departments of the government are doing. Next up on his list is Social Security, where he's already said it's amazing how many 150-year-old Americans are out there in the United States still collecting Social Security. Tulsi Gabbard was confirmed today as the next National Intelligence Director. Tomorrow, Robert Kennedy should have the final enough votes to be confirmed for the lead for the Department of Health and Human Services, which is I'm excited about that one.
You said tomorrow like yesterday?
Tomorrow as in Thursday.
Okay, so the video is gonna go on Saturday.
So Robert Kennedy will be the lead of, if everything holds true. Yes, you heard it here first. In the past. Local news, switching it up, the Texas Stock Exchange. Gentlemen, the New York Stock Exchange is going to be renaming the Chicago Stock Exchange to the Texas Stock Exchange and moving its headquarters to downtown Dallas, where there are currently over 1,000 publicly traded companies and 14,000 private equity-backed companies that are based out of the southeast quadrant of the United States, where they will be on the stock exchange here. Governor Abbott has laid out plans to slow property tax growth. One of his concerns is how property taxes over the past couple of years have exploded and especially affected Austinites and Austinite area living people, Round Rock, Cedar Park, a lot of areas in the surrounding area where property taxes have skyrocketed over the years. So he is trying to combat that, make it more difficult for county tax assessors to raise property taxes. And finally, road construction. Nobody likes it, but it is necessary. And we're not immune to it right here in Round Rock. This beautiful city of Round Rock, more and more people are moving here to the Round Rock area than some of anywhere else in the United States. So I'm sure you have seen quite a few roads under construction. This will be continuing to go into 2029. I know our good friend George over here, Redbud Lane. That road is under construction. Old Settlers by my house, so that road is being constructed with other easements. Kenny Fort by where I live also is getting an expansion to University Boulevard. So quite a few projects in the Round Rock area to expand and make it easier to accommodate for all of these residents that are future residents that are coming to this area. Gentlemen, what do you think of the news? Anything excite you?
Stop moving to Round Rock.
Leander is also growing a lot, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, move.
This is the place to be.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be? We're the new Silicon Valley, right?
Yep.
Yes.
It's the much improved Silicon
Yeah.
Valley. So
Yeah.
this is where you want to be. So unlike you, please move here. This is great for economy. I need to clean windows.
Yeah, there's a lot of windows.
Well, we need to sell flooring, but it does get busy. It does get busy.
I know Paul, who is a regular here on the podcast too. He owns a landscaping business, and he said something very true. The month or two ago, he said, if you are in the skilled labor market, Austin is the place to be. You will have work until the day you die, and it really is true. It really is true when you look at all of the construction that's being built, all of the paving and buildings and everything that's being built around here. Round Rock and Austin in general is just exploding. So this is definitely the place to be.
Yeah, it is growing a lot. I would say, we drove a lot today, as an example, and we got not much traffic though, because there has already been so much expansion, but on the roads, but there's still a lot of construction going around. A
I think
lot.
we're just used to it,
Yeah, probably.
to be honest.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad.
Look at the
That's
amount
good.
of jokes that you have about the I-35. It's been in construction over what? I remember,
70 years.
No, yeah, I don't know. I used to go to a club that the quarry was actually where they took, partially they removed all the sand there to construct the I-35. And I remember that there are so many different signs there telling, hey, it took, I remember it was 40, 50 years ago, so, so I-35, it's going to be always, I think it's going to be always, under construction.
By my house, Wyoming Springs, they're also because Wyoming Springs stops and then there's nothing, and then it continues after the fact. So they are making that connection with the Wyoming Springs road.
I'm about to put my car and I-35 in couples therapy. They've spent a lot of time together.
I know.
I got to work out the kinks.
They'll
Who's
find
the-
love.
Who's the abuser
That's
in that
unconditional.
relationship?
I-35.
Man, very
But my
soon.
car likes it.
Very
It's okay.
soon, you won't be able to, you'll be able to do things while you're driving because you're going to have driverless cars. So
Self-driving cars.
yeah, self-driving cars, right? So definitely you'll be able to enjoy this time
I've
when
got
you're
many
there.
friends that already do. They watch movies while they drive.
Podcasts
So,
and
yeah.
audiobooks.
No, my one friend, he watches movies while he drives, no matter where he's going. He's a cop in Garland, so
All right. Okay. I can see why.
I won't say his name, but yeah,
Yeah.
always watching a movie.
Yeah.
Must be busy.
I think traffic isn't that bad when you come from the East Coast, where
Sure.
you're out of land. At least there's space here.
Yeah.
So I was used to any given moment taking an hour to an hour and a half to get home from Philadelphia, and it was 20 miles.
Yeah.
It's-
Wow.
So
Yeah.
this is par for the course.
We live in a different part of the country for a lot of East Coasters. They come out here and they're like, "You've got 5-lane roads, 10-lane
Yeah.
roads. Like, this is crazy."
It is. I mean, we got the fastest speed limit in the country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right
down-
on 130.
Yeah,
On the
it's
130.
right around the
What is
corner.
What is that? 85?
85.
It is still not fast enough.
No.
People
It's
are
not.
ripping by you going 120, pissed off.
It seems like it's a rule in Texas to drive like 9 to 10% above
Yeah.
the speed limit.
Except when it rains.
I-35 is I-35's
People still
legal limit on I-35 is 70, but people
How's-
drive at 85
75 in some parts.
in some parts. Yes.
Eight.
Yeah, that's right.
8 in
Eight.
some parts.
But you know what?
Yeah, if you're
I ju-
lucky.
Like if you go to other big cities, you see the limit is 60.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
those cars are driving at 80,
You know-
75, 80. So it's just that,
that's
you know, like,
that's real.
man, yeah, the traffic jam in Miami is absolutely ridiculous.
But they're wearing bikinis.
Yes, they were in bikinis. Yeah, yeah. We're
So no one
more
cares.
distracted,
No problem.
right?
We can go
Yeah.
slow. We can
Way
go
better
slow.
looking
Yeah.
traffic.
They smell, or the ocean there. Yeah, you're right.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, a little tip for my speeders out there 10% is the rule. So if you look at the speed limit, add 10% to it. That's kind of how they calibrate those speed radar
Yeah.
guns. So you'll still get a ticket, but it's much less if you're going in
Mm-hmm.
excess of 10%. So 75, well over 80, you're not going to get pulled over here for that. Everybody goes 100, but, you know, that's
Except
a little thing.
the 5 of us here who always drive within the speed limit, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
We never go over.
I don't think I've ever
That's good.
been over the speed limit, to be honest with you.
My car doesn't even
Oh,
go over
bullshit.
the speed limit.
Yeah.
It's limited. It's limited by the sign of
Yeah.
it reads the sign of the road and then it limits the speed.
Well, you'd have to make your movie turn off if you go over the speed limit. That's
Yeah.
the only
Yes.
safe way.
That'd be a good way to incentivize people. I'm watching Iron Man 3, bro. I'm not going 80.
Still got an hour left. Just I'm hitting cruise. Don't bother me.
yeah, man.
You look at the maps on ETA 55 minutes and you look at the movie, it's like 1 hour. It's like,
I better slow down.
I'm going to slow down later.
Yeah.
Or you can put it in 1.25, 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
This is what we
But-
do, you know?
not on a movie. You
Oh,
do that
yeah.
on a podcast.
Movie, podcast, audiobook, whatever.
No,
Like,
movie. You need to capture the whole essence of the art.
Oh,
I prefer
okay.
my Marvel characters to sound like chipmunks.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Way more believable.
Well, and that's actually why Disney bought Marvel, right? It's like so everybody plays at 1.5, 1.75.
Thanos snapped his finger like 15 times. You're like, I don't remember any of this. Just
I didn't
killing
see him.
people.
I didn't see him. It was so fast, you know?
Yeah.
I
He just-
thought Thanos just had jazz hands.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
And now that jazz. All right. Good.
No, but a very interesting week of news. A lot of things happening in Washington D.C. You know, like I said, Elon Musk and his cuts and proposals. A lot of government spending and a lot of oversight that the government has just kind of swept under the table. So for so many years that it's interesting all of the hate that he's getting, in my opinion, for just throwing out there like, listen, this is what I'm finding. You know, and like the Social Security thing, like he said, there's
What about the education thing that they said that they got rid of?
so they got rid of the Department of Education. They canceled a lot of contracts with that were DEI specific that are against Trump's ideology of why he was voted in. He said I was going to get rid of anything DEI related. I don't want that in the school system. So a lot of contracts that were awarded to schools or awarded to various programs were cut.
Okay.
So a lot of people are, I think what's happening is Musk is getting a lot of hate for it because people's free rides and free money are coming to an end. He is now starting to be the one that are upset about it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Isn't it time to run this country like a business? Have a CEO.
Depends
have
who
a
you ask.
CFO.
It like Dylan said, it depends on who you ask.
You're
but,
right.
But in my personal opinion, yes.
I think this group would be a yeah.
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 Read the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining Conrad's news segment of the week. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back next week for more breaking news. Have a good night.
Yeah.